Want to know why 95% of YouTube channels fail? They're making these three deadly mistakes that are killing their views. Trust me, I've been there. 3 months ago, my channel was getting barely 100 views per video. But then I discovered something that changed everything. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how I went from 100 views to over 10,000 views per video in just 90 days. And the best part? You won't need to spend a single dollar. Here's the thing about YouTube's success. It's not about gaming the algorithm or using fancy equipment. It's about understanding the three core principles that drive views. I'm going to break down each one of these principles and show you exactly how to implement them in your channel. Let's start with the first principle, video optimization. You know what's crazy? Most YouTubers spend hours creating amazing content, but mess up in the first 30 seconds of uploading. Your video title and thumbnail are like a first date. You've got one chance to make a good impression. Here's what most people do. They create generic titles like How to Make Money Online or Gaming Tutorial number 47. Stop right there. Instead, let's talk about pattern interruption. Your title needs to make someone stop scrolling. For example, instead of How to Make Money Online, try I made $1,000 in 24 hours using only my phone. See the difference? The second title creates curiosity and specificity. Now let's talk thumbnails. The biggest mistake I see? Cluttered thumbnails with tiny text nobody can read on mobile. Remember, 70% of YouTube views come from mobile devices. Here's my three-part formula for thumbnails that get clicks. 1 clear focal point, maximum 3 words of text, high contrast colors. The second principle is audience retention. YouTube's algorithm loves videos that keep people watching. But here's what nobody tells you. It's not just about keeping them watching your current video. It's about keeping them on YouTube, period. Here's a ninja trick I use. Pattern your videos like Netflix shows. Create open loops early in your video that you don't close until later. For example, at the start of this video, I mentioned 3 deadly mistakes. Notice how I haven't revealed all 3 yet? That's intentional. It keeps you watching. But retention isn't just about tricks. It's about delivering real value. Think about it. When was the last time you watched a boring video all the way through? Exactly. That's why you need to structure your content like a story. Every good story has conflict and resolution. Let me show you how I structure my videos for maximum retention. First 30 seconds, present a problem your viewer has. Next minute, share a personal story related to that problem. Middle section, provide actionable solutions. Final section, show proof that your solutions work. The third principle, and this is the game changer most people miss, is community engagement. YouTube isn't just a video platform, it's a social network. When someone comments on your video, they're not just leaving words, they're investing time in your content. Here's what I do. For the first hour after publishing a video, I respond to every single comment. Not with generic thanks responses, but with real conversations. This does 2 things. First, it signals to YouTube that your video is generating engagement. Second, it turns viewers into loyal fans who will watch your future videos. But there's more to engagement than just comments. You need to create what I call community triggers, moments in your video that naturally encourage discussion. For example, instead of just explaining a concept, ask your viewers to share their experiences. What's the biggest challenge you've faced with getting views? Let me know in the comments below. Now, let's talk about the secret sauce that ties all these principles together: consistency. But I'm not talking about posting schedule, though that's important. I'm talking about consistent quality. Every video needs to deliver on its promise. Remember those 3 deadly mistakes I mentioned at the start? Here they are. Creating content without understanding your audience, focusing on quantity over quality, not engaging with your community. Avoid these mistakes. Apply the principles I've shared, and you'll see your views grow. But here's the most important thing. This isn't about overnight success. It's about building a sustainable channel that grows consistently. I've used these exact strategies to grow multiple channels, and they work across any niche. Whether you're in gaming, business, education, or entertainment, these principles remain the same. The key is to adapt them to your specific audience and content style. Let me give you a real example. One of my coaching clients was stuck at 500 views per video for months. We implemented these strategies, and within 60 days, they hit their first video with 50,000 views. The best part? Their subsequent videos maintained those higher view counts. Here's what makes this approach different from others you might have tried. It's sustainable. You're not trying to trick the algorithm or use shady tactics. You're building real connections with real viewers who'll stick with you long term. Think about it. Would you rather have 10,000 viewers who watch for 30 seconds or 1,000 viewers who watch your entire video and come back for more? The second option is what builds a sustainable channel. I've shared a lot of strategies today, and you might be wondering where to start. Here's what I want you to do. Pick one principle, just one, and focus on mastering it this week. Maybe it's optimizing your thumbnails, or maybe it's engaging with your community. Whatever you choose, give it your full attention. Want to see these principles in action? Check out the case study video that's popping up on your screen right now.